Welcome back to part 2 of the respray on the RS4. As you can see, it was in the booth. And then first things first, you have to use panel wipe just to get the dust and impurities off the paint. And then give it a wee wipe down with a cloth, a microfiber, just to get any residue of dust off. So that's what I'm doing here on the roof, as that is the first part we painted. So here we have the paint being prepped and made up for spray painting. As you can see, it's getting mixed up with some thinners just to make it spray better. I'm not sure on painting. I'll leave that to the professionals. Here we have a wee slow motion of the paint being put through the filter as it's going into the gun, just so there's no chunks in it, just to make it spray smoother and we don't get any nasty bits on the car when painted. Here he is, this is Josh at JB Paints. He's the painter. If you're looking to get your car fixed or painted or just any sort of panel repair, if it's doable, Josh is the man. Link is in the bio. Give him a message and see what he can do for you. So what Josh was doing is he was doing 3 layers of base coat, and then once that had dried, which didn't take very long in fairness, I was quite surprised with how quick these things painted. You do 3 layers of base coat, and then when he moved on to lacquer, he did 3 layers of lacquer, which I have to say where it really popped out was when the lacquer went down. So that's just starting out on the lacquer, and generally when the lacquer went down it really made a difference on the shine, which obviously lacquer is the whole shiny part of the car, but the lacquer did take a wee bit longer to dry than the base coat. But yeah, 3 layers of lacquer. The roof ended up getting 5, and so did the bonnet, just for a bit of extra thickness, just because the lacquer I gave them was really fast drying, and when it dried like 12 hours curing, it was like concrete, so they struggled with trying to flatten polish it because it was so hard. So yeah, never using that again because it was a nightmare. But Josh managed to work his magic and made it look fantastic. As you can see, that night we went to a private rave room that we could rent out, and it was awesome, not gonna lie. Just the group, me and my friends, and a deck that we're allowed to use, and it was just awesome. One of the boys had all his own mixes, so he just banged them out. So the first thing to do before painting that full body, like the rest of the body, was go around all the panel gaps with a Brillo pad just to scratch the surface up so the paint had somewhere to stick to when he painted it. It's amazing how much difference it does with many hands. So Liam here came up to visit and ended up getting stuck in and about it with us. So many hands make light work. Again, back out with the panel wipe just to wipe all the impurities off and catch as much dust as you can, and then afterwards with a microfiber just to really get what you'd left out. So that's the car all wiped down and de-dusted and all prepped and ready for painting. So as you can see, we've masked all the lines, put the film, some like cling film stuff on the windows, roof and wheels, and just any area that wasn't getting painted really. So yeah, this is it. You're about to watch and see it getting painted. And again, 3 layers of base coat, and then once that dries you go onto the lacquer. I have got a few different angles of it being painted with the lacquer along the side and looking down on it like this. That's us onto the third and final base coat before the lacquering. So as you can see, it looks really quite dark, the colour, but it is very green. As you can see on the wheels and the windows, you can see it's quite green, but in the light it's superb. So that's it with just 2 layers on it there, and you can already see the difference in shine. So it was just great to see with a bit of shine. But as I say, 3 layers of lacquer as well as the base coat, so it's starting to look good. So I hope you're enjoying the video so far. It was a mammoth job doing this. So here we've got Macca starting the flat and polishing. As I say, it was quite a hard lacquer. You know, this was 12 hours after it was done and it really was concrete solid, so wasn't the best of lacquers in general. It was great to spray on, said Josh, but they did manage to work their magic, and I have to admit, they did a fantastic job and it looks amazing now. Here's the difference between getting polished and not polished. You can see obviously the difference, and it just looked amazing. Like I've never seen that being done in person, and once the polish was wiped off, you can just see the shine. You know, I've never ever seen a cut and polish before like that, so it was quite cool. Here it is, the car finished. Unfortunately, the weather has been pretty poor, which, well, obviously the time of year, you can expect that, but what a difference from when it arrived to halfway through to now. Just amazing. I've never ever seen it done before, so I was quite happy. I did also add a wee rear splitter to it, because why not? Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next week.